my Botox done. It's not something I'm hugely regular or hugely fussed about, but we have a show coming up and we also have a shoot coming up, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I'm just looking pretty haggard as the weight loss goes, so I just figured, you know what, every little helps. So that is where I'm on my way to now, and then I've got my gym stuff with me and I'm going to go straight to the gym for my weights workout afterwards. I got up at 4:30 this morning to get my cardio in. I've got clients this afternoon and quite a busy day, so I got up extra early to do a bit more running on the treadmill just to get those steps in. So I've given the dogs a quick little walk. I left about 9ish, 9:15, and I'd done about 17,000 steps by that point. So we're ahead of the step game, which is good. Otherwise it all just piles up and it's just very stressful trying to get everything done. So regarding shoots, I have booked myself in with Matt Marsh again next Tuesday. So I was going to book in after the show the week after, but I've got some really important work stuff coming up, and to be completely honest with you, I had a real think over the weekend. I do not want to stay any longer than necessary on this ridiculous regime that I'm on, and I feel that after the show is done, I just need to relax. I need to get back in my work zone as soon as possible and apply myself to work, because it has massively suffered. And on that note, I had to send a couple of emails over the weekend. So we've just had a bank holiday weekend, which means nothing to me. It doesn't mean much to me anyway, because you know, in makeup and the agency we tend to work when everybody else is not working, but on prep it definitely means absolutely nothing. So I did a bit of work. I did have a bit of a chill time, but on Sunday evening I sent a couple of emails to really there were two partners, just to kind of explain where I'm at, and just say that I'm going to have to park a few things, and I can't do everything. My brain's not working. I was really kind of berating myself over the weekend because I just had really unrealistic expectations. I figured that I could do it all, and I can't. I have been proved wrong. I cannot do it all, and something's got to give, and unless I back out of the show, then it's just going to have to be work. So with regards to that, right now, I think I've sort of said this before, but I really feel that I will never put myself through this again, because my work is super important to me. This was supposed to be a fun thing, it's supposed to be a hobby, and I'm finding every single day relentless and horrid. I'm hating the process. I'm not hating it fully. I'm learning a lot, and I know I'm going to come out better out the other side of it, which is what it's all about and why I'm doing it. But it's been grueling. It is grueling, and I just don't want to put myself through this again. If I plan to do competitions after competitions, then it would be different, you know, and kind of progress there, but that's not my jam. I just am more of like, you know, finding a goal and just reaching for that goal, and when it's done I want to find something else. So I have no idea what's going to come after this. I'm certainly not going to just sit around and do nothing, because that's not me, but I don't think I can do this again. I don't want to do this again. So I did 2 hours in the gym fasted this morning. I did an hour on the treadmill, and then I did 20 minutes running and another 20 minutes running, keeping my heart rate above 150. Did a bit of walking in between of those. So yeah, it was about 2 hours, about an hour and 40 of high intensity, but I was moving around for about 2 hours. I think that's how I'm going to roll the next few days, or next 10 days. So I think in 10 days time we'll go into peak week, so hopefully cardio should sort of dial down, although I wouldn't put it past the guys to put my cardio up. I'm going to be doing a separate episode once all this is over with some post-show thoughts. I'm holding back a little bit in these, but I will be honest with you, and so I'm going to do that after the show in a separate episode. So yeah, that is where we are at today. Is there anything else to report? No, not really. I'm below last show weight, so I feel everything now is just a bonus. I must admit, I do feel so much better now that I've taken a bit of the load of work off me, although I do feel this guilt for dropping the ball with work, but there's no alternative. I think this guilt that I'm carrying is wearing me down a lot, and that's what I'm really struggling that's what I'm really struggling with. Yeah, I've just had an email back from someone from one of the people that I emailed, who's been totally understanding about it, and I guess everybody would be, but I just, in my head, I feel like I'm failing, and I've failed, and I do have unrealistic well, not really unrealistic, I have very high expectations of myself, and so I'm aware of that, but still it doesn't stop the guilt and doesn't stop me being annoyed at myself for allowing it to sort of get to this. But we're too far in now to just throw it all away, and I feel like I might as well give it all that I've got. What I am amazed about is how my body is adapting, particularly in cardio this morning. Chris said to me, you know, he's like, you probably would find it easier if you split your cardio up. I really wouldn't. Once I'm there, the hardest part of anything is always getting started. So once you're there, just carry on and get as much done as possible, because I just find the weight of it on my mind for the rest of the day, knowing that I've got a certain amount of steps to do, still an extra half an hour of cardio to do, and a weight session to do. Like, that just drains the life out of me and makes me want to just cry and hide under the duvet. So to get the bulk of it done in the morning and then just have a little bits to worry about is just so much better for me. I just don't understand how it could be any better any other way, unless, you know, your life is designed sort of around that. I do feel there isn't a huge amount of flexibility on my coach's end. I don't feel like it's coaching as such. It's basically being told what to do. I feel that coaching, and as a coach myself, you know, you're supposed to meet people where they're at and be flexible with them to find ways around things. And I feel the attitude that I'm getting is just very much like, just suck it up and get on with it. Which, okay, fine, show prep is like serious, you've got to work hard, it's gonna feel like it's breaking you, but there could be a little bit of leeway there. I don't think coaching is the right word. I don't know what the right word is, but anyway. And yeah, so I'm gonna go into more about all of this in my post-show thoughts video. So I will keep you updated as the week goes on, but I'm feeling positive now that I've moved work stuff away. I've freed up space, and I just feel so much better. I can like breathe now, and focus more on the project in hand. And it's a big project we've got going on, so I shall leave it there for now. It is Wednesday. Cardio has been done for another day. It's just not getting any easier. It's really not. My mind is like a Rubik's Cube right now. I'm experiencing a problem of like zero energy. I'm just an anxious mess, and my mind is just whirring around. I'm trying to still it, quiet it, and just zen out, but it's just not happening. And it's like trying all these like different things to work out how to get around the problem of the fact that I've got zero energy. I'm struggling, I'm not getting my work tasks done, I'm feeling all this guilt. And it's like going to like blame my coaches, and then blame other people, and then blame myself, and then it's like, oh, what if I do this, and oh, I could do that, but that's not going to work, because that literally, this is my mind the whole time. The whole time, and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just going around in circles, and this is just what is absolutely exhausting me. And I know I said I'd park stuff on Sunday, but I didn't really. I said I did, but mentally I haven't let it go, and I really need to let it go. I feel like putting an, like, I don't know, autoresponder on my emails just to say that I'm on annual leave now until the 18th of September. I've got too much time to think when I'm doing cardio. I'm there for an hour and a half to 2 hours just thinking. And at the moment, 80s music is pulling me through, but I'm sure that's going to wear off. I mentioned before in a couple of episodes ago that it was all like about productivity, and I was learning all this stuff with courses. I literally tried to switch one on this morning, and I lasted, well, it was a 17-minute one. I watched it all. I didn't take any of it in because, as I say, my mind is just going a million miles an hour, because it's finding prep a problem, and so it's trying to solve that problem. So I think I'm just going to have to turn to old-fashioned journaling, which I haven't really needed to do in a while, but I do use it as a tool to just help me get stuff out of my head. Sometimes the little social media posts that I craft are my way of journaling, but I'm literally gonna have to carve out some time, which I don't really have, to sit down with a piece of paper and just brain dump and get it all out, because I'm just carrying so much in my head and I can't do it anymore. It's pointless. It's just not working. It's not making me work. Anyway, I do have quite a clearer day. I had a client in yesterday. I just find it so difficult swapping hats all the time. I'm starting a new thing. I'm building that. I'm also, I've got this talk coming up. I've got to devise that. I'm seeing clients physically because I'm working in my business. I'm also working on the business, trying to drive it forward. And then I have prep, which is basically a full-time job that's taking up about 6 hours of my day. And not only is it just taking up the time, it's completely like wiping the floor with me for anything else. So yeah, I just need to get through. It's what, 10 more days? 10 more days is mad. No, it's not. It's 10 more days till peak week. It's 2.5 weeks, which just seems so long. Anyway, we continue on. Yes, we do. It's Thursday afternoon and I'm out walking the dogs. I'm just so exhausted. My whole body aches. And not from like running, just like I feel like I'm getting the flu. My throat hurts. I just feel so run down. And I'm sitting by a really beautiful view as well. It's still not making it any better. I just feel like I'm being just pushed so hard. And I get it, like we will have to do it, but it's just relentless. I'm throwing it over and I'm dreading the weekend. Like on Saturday, I've got like a 6-hour round trip and just trying to fit all my steps in and my cardio. It's just so much stress. I'm doing the proper ugly cry now. I haven't properly cried like this, so I'm hoping this gets it out. I'm about 17,000 steps in. I'm out here to do 25. Thankfully, I've cleared the afternoon, and I was looking forward to a really, really nice, like, peaceful walk where I could do my steps calmly because I had the time and I carved it out today, and I feel like absolute crap. Like, everything sets me off. Any little thing sets me off. I feel like I can't cope with anything. It's just, and I know it's ridiculous, and I'm getting on with it, but I just hate feeling like this. Like, this is so not me. And I hate the fact that I'm counting down the days. Like, I'm hating every day. I'm just trying to get through the days. And it's so stupid because I'm putting myself through this, no one else is. But I can't give up now. This isn't a very helpful clip, but I just thought I'd show you guys how I'm feeling. Just all over the shop. I'm like utter shite. I've composed myself a little bit. Well, a lot actually. You know, it's not just prep. It's just everything. The thing is, when you're on a regime like this, like, there's nowhere to hide. So, like, when you have feelings and all your other life stuff comes up, then you can't go and stuff your face with cookies or go and distract somewhere else or hit the bar or go and have a bottle of wine or whatever. So, like, you're just left with all these feelings that you don't really know what to do with. So that's what you just witnessed there. And exactly what that is I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to work that out, staring at the clouds. It is a lovely blue sky today. Obviously my frame of mind is not good because I am physically and mentally exhausted, which is because of what I'm doing. But it is throwing up, you know, some food for thought about my life, the way I'm living it, the way it's going, my business, my personal life. So apparently this afternoon, that's what I'm supposed to be thinking about. So here is where I'm going to stay and think about it. I was just on the phone actually with Abby while I was on my way here, and I just said to her that I've realised how addicted I am to work. So yeah, that's my usual go-to distraction away from facing a lot of my stuff, which I'm aware of, but didn't realise it was quite this bad. The fact that my brain does not work because it's just exhausted from cardio and not that much food, and just spun out with the stress of fitting everything else in, means I can't really apply myself to work and do a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's something to think about. What's the answer? What is the answer? See, this is what I mean by like Rubik's Cube head and just unhelpful thought patterns. Really unhelpful thought patterns. And when you're this tired and strung out, it's really hard to stop them. And I'm normally quite good at catching myself out. Although I'm thinking, actually, how much do I distract myself with other stuff that I'm not aware of? This is going to sound ridiculous, but it is why I do like this process. Like, it's intense, but it brings to the surface stuff that needs to be dealt with. I'm sure there's probably a healthier way of doing it, but it does the job. It does the job. You know what, I thought about bringing some paper with me because I knew this would happen. Well, no, okay, not quite a full-blown meltdown. But I did want to do some thinking this afternoon and write stuff, but I just couldn't be bothered to carry a pad and pen around while I got 12,000 steps in. I did say I was going to write stuff down, didn't I, earlier? And I just, no, I need to do that when I get home. I know what's going to happen when I get home. I'm just going to be back in that environment and just fall into habits. I'm going to time block that into my diary for tomorrow evening. I do have some time tomorrow evening, I think. It's just time. It's freaking time. No time. Well, this was inevitable, wasn't it? I'm not in a good way. Shortly after filming that clip, I got up to finish my walk and I could just feel body aches coming on, and I was like, I need to go home, I need to sleep. So I got back to the car, and literally, it's only a 15-minute drive. My like skin against the seat of the car was just really sore. Came in, had a bit of chicken and salad, just absolutely freezing. It's about 23 degrees outside. I have winter pajamas on, a dressing gown on, multiple blankets, a hot water bottle, which has been an absolute lifesaver, but oh my God, going upstairs to get it. Anyway, I messaged Charlie as I was walking back to the car and said, just a heads up, this is how I'm feeling. I'll be at like 20k steps by the time I get to the car, and I'm hoping I can nip it in the bud and just sleep when I get in, and if I'm feeling better later, then I'll go out and finish my 5k steps. Well, that was wishful thinking. But just giving a heads up in case it's something else and it's more, well, it doesn't get better soon. And also check-in's a day early tomorrow. I tell you what, if I feel like this, I might checking in. Health comes first. Yeah, screw this. This isn't good. Anyway, my mind won't shut down. So I'm lying here and now I'm warm finally, but my head won't stop, so I can't actually sleep. But I'm lying at least and my body can rest. And literally I'm just apologising to it, like, just for putting it through what I have. And I keep crying today. Yes, this is all a bit crap. We'll see how it goes. I'm not stopping. Hell no. Hell no, I'm not stopping. Well, I mean, I'm stepping on that stage regardless. What happens with cardio and workouts, I don't know. We'll have to see. But 100%, I did not come this far to only get this far. It's been a really rough and really turbulent 48 hours or 40 hours. I'm going to try and condense this as much as possible. So I've been super ill. I think I've had some sort of gastric flu. I had a fever, temperature up to about 39, freezing cold, boiling hot. Couldn't be that far away from the toilet for the last 2 days. I didn't hear back from Charlie until midday yesterday after sending him that message saying, I'm not feeling wonderful, I'm on my way home, I'm just giving you a heads up. And then I sent him another message at about 7 p.m. that night saying, look, I've taken a turn for the worse, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I never heard back from any of that until midday the next day, which was yesterday, to which the response I got was a video basically saying, this is prep, just get on with it, crack on, like your mind's gonna do this to you, it's not easy, but you just got to keep going. To which I was like, are you kidding me? Because I really wasn't well yesterday at all. So I just sent a message back and just said, I'm not doing it. I need rest. My health comes first. End of. Like I can't keep anything inside me. I've had a raging temperature last night, freezing cold, shivering. I'm very ill. I'm not doing it. And then I got a response saying, oh, like you're actually ill. Sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, cool, keep me posted. So the long and short is, I just thought, do you know what? I'm feeling not supported in one bit with any of this. You know, when your health comes under fire, like nothing else really matters. What's the point in anything if you're not here? Like here to enjoy it, like none of it really matters. And so I did cross my mind when I thought I was getting better yesterday afternoon, and then I took a turn for the worse again, and I was covered in blankets, hot water bottles, shivering on the sofa again from 6 p.m. last night to just jack the whole thing in. But I've got all my friends coming to see me and support me, so that was one thing. And the second thing was the gorgeous bikini that Anetta's made me, like that needs a time on stage. And so whatever I look like, I'm getting on that stage was kind of the conclusion that I came to. Just yesterday, it felt like I was never going to get better. I felt like I'd run myself into the ground so much that I was never going to get better, particularly when I thought it was getting better and then I got worse. And that normally doesn't happen. Like when you're on the up, you're on the up. And I just thought I'd battered my body so much, like it's never going to recover. And, you know, we're 2 weeks away, it's just not going to happen. The long and short is, I've been speaking with Charlie this morning. I kind of just gave an ultimatum really and just said, I feel like I've had zero support. This isn't really a coaching relationship I can move forward with. I don't really care anymore. I'll do my best, but I am getting on that stage regardless. I hope that you'll see it out with me, considering we've got to this stage, but that's up to you. If not, you know, we'll go our separate ways now. And he did respond, and he's been like really supportive now, like messaging me. We've been kind of talking a lot this morning. Now he's working with me, and yeah, just understanding. I think a real kind of miscommunication, although I feel there was a miscommunication at the beginning when he obviously didn't realize that I was actually ill. But I feel there's been a lack of communication in general because he should have known. And you know, I have been struggling, and yes, sure, that's kind of prep anyway, but you should know your clients better. Anyway, it is what it is. So current state of play is I'm out walking the dogs. I tried to go yesterday afternoon, which is I think what made me worse and sent me backwards. You know, walking really hurts my stomach because I just feel like it's been pummeled from just, yeah, there's nothing left inside of it from all the stomach flu. So I'm out on a walk. I feel much better for getting my body moving. So I'm just going to focus on steps for now. I'll hopefully be back at the gym maybe Sunday. Tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm just going to kind of take it easy. He's just said, you know, eat intuitively, which I'll do. There's no point in giving me a plan for like 2 days. You know, I'm not really okay, not 100%, so I'm not really hungry anyway, so I'll just be sensible with my choices. My food will probably be quite low because I'm just not hungry and everything tastes really weird anyway, so I don't think it's going to do too much damage. And then I've already been sent my new plan to crack on with Monday or Sunday even, so I will share that with you next week. Last night was really rough. I took the dogs up to bed with me. They always sleep downstairs, they never sleep in my room, so I had 2 personal hot water bottles, and it was just nice to have the company, to be honest, especially when you're ill and you live alone. Like, you don't want people around you, but I think dogs are the best, actually. They don't kind of talk, but they're just there, and it's like, oh. So it was really nice to have them in bed with me as a one-off yesterday. So yeah, I was up and down, in and out of the toilet last night, sweating. Literally my duvet, my pajamas were just soaked, which I took as a good thing because I'm hoping like I've sweated most of it out, whatever this like virus thing is. And then I had a shower and I just got myself together, put my posing shoes on and did my check-in photos, and obviously sent them over to Charlie to see where we're at. I'm looking pretty dehydrated because I haven't got that much inside of me, but I'm definitely on the up. I'm feeling much better. So anyway, he's got that. We have a plan of action moving forward, still going ahead. We will continue on. We'll be really glad when this is all over. Really can't ever see myself doing this again or putting my body through it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. There are better ways of doing things for sure. You know, I could do it better next time, but after this experience, I don't think there's any need. So anyway, that's the update. That's where we're at. I've got a client this afternoon. I'm going to do some client check-ins when I get home. We go on for another week. So I haven't shown you my bikini yet, but I will show you that at the start of next week, I promise. But thank you so much for sticking with me. I haven't edited this episode yet, but it should be interesting. I'm glad I'm documenting this, and I hope you guys are getting something out of it. I'm gonna say my goodbyes for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you tune in for the next episode. Pop your questions below. Always love answering your questions if you've got any, and don't forget to subscribe so you know when the next one goes live. All right guys, here's to a better week next week.